Welcome to RedSail Media, everybody. Jim Seles, Senior Vice President of Marketing at RedSail Technologies, joined by Nicolette Mathey, and she is the CEO of Atrium 24. Welcome, Nicolette.
Thank you, Jim.
I think we've been talking about a number of different subjects, but we want to talk a little bit about AI. So how are you using AI from a pharmacy perspective?
It's so fascinating and it's overwhelming at the same time. And I've been talking with a lot of pharmacy owners to do some research for a presentation I'm doing on AI here pretty soon. And a lot of them are looking at how do I decrease my cost to dispense a prescription? And that's valid. And, you know, I focus in technology and sales and marketing. So I'm like, this is awesome. As soon as you can decrease that cost to dispense a prescription, you free up a lot of human intervention hours.
Absolutely.
What are we going to do with those human interventions? Well, we still need them for our relationships, for our sales and marketing. So how do we utilize technology and AI to make our time more efficient and effective with those human hours that we have for outreach?
I love that. And I think that we've got new tools, by the way, that are out now. Like,
every day.
We have one, SmartFax, where it literally takes that prescription and puts it into an e-script and basically puts it right into your workflow. So those are the ways that we'll help save time for some of the pharmacies out there. But what can they do with that human capital? How do you leverage the ability to take the technology and then add value to your own pharmacy as a result of those efficiencies?
Yeah. So what we do is, as we know, our patients are being marketed to more and more directly, and they're being lured to online. These are the new wellness therapies. This is the new, newest, hottest thing, and that'll help you to feel better, clear your brain fog and all this. And these are really cool therapies, but we can provide them in our pharmacies too. So we need to let our patients know. So what you can do, if you run a report out of your pharmacy management system, or what we built in the Dottie CRM as well to layer on top of that is, it's a real-time dashboard. These are your top prescribers. This is how they're trending. This is how many prescriptions, how much gross profit, which prescriptions they're sending you. So I've even taken a snapshot of that dashboard. There's no PHI in it. And then I'll put it into my AI agent and just say, draft me an outreach letter to Dr. Wallace about expanding our working relationship. And it'll analyze, Dr. Wallace, and it'll write the whole letter in 30 seconds. You prescribe a lot of Biest and a lot of hormone replacement therapies. Have you also considered, or are your patients also interested in methylene blue and NAD+? And in our Dottie software, we have all the clinical trainings for those therapies. We have the 503B connections where pharmacies can order those therapies in. We have pricing guidance. So by just having your human capital freed up, you can look in your dashboards, run some reports, see which prescribers you want to talk to. And then with your data, you know what type of prescriber that is, what types of things they write for. And then you can draft outreach letters to them and then go have that conversation and some solid leave behinds pretty easily.
Yeah, you've already circumvented one step in the process of connecting with that provider in a very intimate way, so that that conversation can then yield a lot more than it normally would if you just walked in and cold called that provider or had somebody else do that for you.
You know what's interesting too is I like to use technology and then also use human intervention. So there was a podiatrist I was trying to call on when I owned my larger pharmacy, Dr. Beverly, and she was so busy and she had young kids, and my rep kept trying to go talk to her and go to the office and cold call and then talking to the front desk, well, when is Dr. Beverly in surgeries, and when is she in this office, and when is she in that one? And the front desk finally just told her, what would be best is if your pharmacist just wrote Dr. Beverly a letter, because she's really busy. And so I did, and I wanted it to have as much impact as possible, so I hand wrote it. So you could, if you wanted to get really crafty, you could even have AI help you with the messaging. I love the human element, but AI can look at that prescribing pattern and say, well, the prescriber will also be interested in writing these therapies because they're seeing these types of patients. But you can email that. But if you handwrite that letter and then bring it to the office or mail it or have your rep bring it to the office, I had a great relationship with Dr. Beverly after that handwritten letter.
Yeah, AI doesn't mean impersonal by any means, right?
It just makes you more efficient.
It makes you more efficient. And at the end of the day, it's your thought partner. You make the call as to the way you want to do business with your providers.
I think that's how it should be too. Pharmacy owners spend so much time what should I do right now? What is the most impactful thing I can do with these next 3 hours that I have free for my business? And you can use data to tee that up. You can use data to cue that for you to say, like, these are the human interventions that need to take place, and this is what's going to be the most impactful to your bottom line. Because your job is to run your business.
That's right. And you can draft a whole marketing plan based upon inputs that you provide from your CRM system, like a Dottie or other types of information that you have. And you can upload that in, and you can actually have it come back to you and say, well, these are probably the right types of strategies to deploy from a marketing perspective to have the biggest impact in your area.
That's exactly right. I mean, content planning, we all talk about content planning, and then using AI to organize that and to just put the plan together. It just saves so much time.
Yeah, structure a campaign.
Yeah, yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So, great stuff. Thanks, Nicolette, for joining us today. Thank you for joining us here at RedSail Media. I'm Pharmacy Thrives here, and we'll see you next time. AI isn't here to replace the human element, it's here to enhance it. By combining smarter technology with strong relationships, independent pharmacies can thrive. Thanks for joining us for this pharmacy marketing series. I'm Jim Seles, and we'll see you next time on RedSail Media.